Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Tuesday, February 1st. Wow, February 1st, 2023. Tuesday, February 1st. Wow. Okay, today's episode was, I'm telling you, I don't see the Young and the Restless getting better anytime soon. Not no time soon. If I have to hear Sally Spectra talk about her life changing one more time, women have been getting pregnant forever. Okay. And those women that don't want to get pregnant use birth control. Whatever happened to that, Sally? Whatever happened to you taking control of your body? I never expected this to happen. Oh, okay. So having unprotected sex, not being on any type of contraceptive, nothing, that does not result in pregnancy? Oh my, what? What is that? I didn't know that's how you got pregnant. The stork doesn't bring you babies? This chick is an adult in her mid-30s, okay? In her mid-30s. Okay, no matter how young they try to pretend she is, that chick has to be in her mid-30s, and you're going to tell me that you couldn't use any type of birth control or insist to use some. No, didn't care. So that's what happens. Like, why is it I always get an eyelash just going crazy? That's what happens. And now all the responsibility. I mean, my blood pressure's high because I'm worried. This morning sickness thing, I don't feel good. I just wasn't expecting this to be happening in my life right now. Oh, shut up. And then Nick is just, it'll be okay. You'll be all right. I'm here. I'm here to help. I've been through this many times. Okay. And okay, I've even helped other women that the babies weren't mine, like this one, like you. See, I'm here. That might not even be my kid. I'm here, Sally. So anyway, it's ridiculous. Then we have Diane trying to take this woman. Do you hear the way she's talking to Kyle? Just like the way she talks to everybody. Just like she's working them, just working everybody. And they should recognize the way she operates now because of the plan with Stark and the way she talked to Stark and the way she did everything, right? Kyle, listen, everything's going to be okay. There are no more secrets from I promise you this. My whole thing is, where is the other shoe that's getting ready to drop? Because it needs to be one. Because she's promising way too hard. Jeremy Stark was it. Nah, Jeremy Stark ain't hardly it. And Kyle is just, he's apprehensive. And I'm happy he spoke honestly to her. And he let her know it's been one shoe dropping after another. And, so she just worked him. And I'm sorry you had to go through that. And no, it's okay now. It'll be okay. But it's okay. I'm just smiling because I'm like, see what you're doing, Kyle? This dirt you're doing with Victor. Okay. Karma's coming back to bite you, Kyle, in the form of your own mama. The lady you looking straight in the face as she's lying to you straight in your face, mister. Straight in your face. So Adam comes in to tell Jack Victor's plan that, Nick told him that he found out Victor's definitely trying to sabotage him at Jabot. And Jack is like, you know what, that I wouldn't put that past him. That's typical Victor move. So Jack told him, yeah, well, I hate to tell you this, but I think your son Kyle is conspiring with him. And then Jack was like, wait, what? Huh? But see, has Victor ever used Kyle before against Jack? Can anybody remember back? Oh, I do. I remember when Kyle first came back as an adult, one of the times, right? Mad at Jack, mad at the world. Who did Kyle go and work for? Victor. As Victor was rubbing it in Jack's face. I mean, they love to do that with each other's kids. Except the only difference is Jack genuinely likes Adam. Now, but in the early days, no. Jack was using Adam. They were both conspiring against Victor. They were co-conspirators, him and Jack, right? So anyway, now at least everybody's on guard. And Jack's probably going to tell Kyle. He knows. But see, really, Jack should be cautious to catch Kyle. See, let's see what my boy's going to really do. But Jack doesn't want it to ever get that far because he doesn't want Kyle to ever truly prove that he would conspire, right? Even though in Kyle's mind is, because I don't like who you hired as the COO. Yes, I quit to go and be CEO of another company, a subsidiary, but I get to choose my replacement, Daddy. I get to, not you. You know. So now this is what was hilarious. This was hilarious to me, everybody. Hey, Devon, how are you doing? How's Chancellor Winters? How's Tucker McCall? How's your relationship with him? How's the IPO going? And Devon is looking at her and he goes, with her first question, how's Chancellor Winters? How's the IPO? He goes, as if I would ever discuss that with you. You know? And she looks, so how's Tucker? How's things, how's your relationship with him? And Devon was just pretty much point blank. What are you after, Victoria? What's your angle? What? I'm just talking to you as a friend. He goes, well, for one thing, we are not friends. Like, thank you. Honesty. Honesty. And see, the way that Devon carries it, it doesn't seem like he's yelling at you. Doesn't he's just like, for one thing, we are not friends. And then he's like, and unless, because I'm cutting the story short, Victoria's saying, no, yes, we are, no matter what you think. That was just, oh, we are friends when you tried to take our company right from under us, conspiring. Well, look, I I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I may have had an interest in your company, but that's, I'm not, I moved past that. You have. Oh, okay. But that's what a friend would do to another friend. And then she goes, you know what, you're going to have to learn to understand or understand how to separate business from personal. This is the personal me, personal Victoria connecting with personal Devon, even though I've never connected with personal Devon before, which is what Devon was like, get out of here, you know? And then she goes, you know what? Let me give you a word of advice. If you're going to take everybody in your personal circle that may be in business, that make different business decisions than you and call them enemies, your circle's going to get very small. And Devon looked at her and he said, you know what? Until you admit what you did. No, he goes, are you going to admit what you did? And she goes, I don't know what you're talking about. So then he goes, then I'm out of here. Like, we don't have nothing to talk about. He means you were conspiring with Nate, because she's never admitted that, right? Even though just a few minutes ago, she goes, no, just business. And I may have had yeah, okay, Victoria. So he goes and he walks out and she's standing there. And I thought about it. Does Victoria have any friends? Let's think about it. Aside from her mother, who's her mother, who are Victoria's friends? She has none. None. Well, I mean, for that matter, Devon doesn't either. But look, in soap operas, they really only show the friends in this, the same 5 people in town. They don't show you having real friends anywhere, anybody, right? Like, you may have one good friend and that's it in your life. We saw Phyllis talking to her true friends, Lauren and Michael, but other than that, well, Lauren has Jack, Michael has Phyllis, Michael has Diane. I mean, there are very few people, they have very few friends, So then we have Devon goes, Abby goes to society. And at society, she sees Lily sitting there ordering her, waiting at a table. And so she goes, hi, are you ordering takeout? And she goes, yes. And Lily says, would you like me to check on your order? And so Lily goes, no, they said it'll be right out. Oh, okay. Yeah, you okay? Abby's like, are you okay? And Lily goes, just let me ask you something. She tried to rope her into the conversation that she had with Devon. She goes, since Devon had you stay, I noticed you didn't say very much yesterday. And Abby should have said, well, because for one, that was a conversation between you and your brother. And for two, I felt awkward being there, right? And so she goes, what's your opinion on Devon's decision? How do you feel about that, Abby? And I thought, oh, trying to get Abby involved. And Abby kind of stands there like, what? I mean, I know you're going to be loyal to Devon, but how's your true feelings with the decision he's made? Do you? And so Abby's just like, well, Devon feels it's right. I mean, I do know that problems and with family and just, it can get so ugly, right? Exactly. So I'm asking you to talk to Devon. She goes, but Abby's like, Devon feels strongly about keeping his company, but he's going to get to keep the name and a boatload of cash. But that's not his company. Lily is so naive to business, so naive. Truth be told, Abby has been in business longer than Lily in the business world, longer, right? That's like somebody deciding to take society. No, Devon, who has an equal share, saying, you know what, I'm buying you out. You can keep the name, but start all over again. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to keep all the customers. Yeah. How would you know, Lily? And so she goes, but all he wants is to protect his father's. Well, he's my last name is Winters too. He was my father too, and I want to protect it. All I wanted was to work with my family, work with my brother, and so Abby says, well, you know what? But he just doesn't feel that, and you making it or forcing him, to not have his company back? How is that putting your family first? And Lily was kind of like, wait, what? How dare you? Oh, that because Abby didn't complete. How dare you say that to me, that I don't put my family first? Jill won't go for anything other than what we've come up with. And I'm thinking, Lily, listen to what you're saying. Jill won't go for anything other than what Jill wants. So that's the problem, right? That's actually the problem. It's Jill. And what Jill has decided out of the ninth hour, one morning back in November, she woke up and said, I want to do an IPO. Jill. Devon did not, had they come to him, say, Lily, I want to merge these companies. You and I are going to work together. We're going to just work family and blah, blah, blah. And by the way, 6 months down the line, we're taking it all public. And no, none of that was presented to Devon because Jill hadn't had the brainstorm to do it. And what makes Jill the deciding factor? That's what I definitely am happy Devon is standing his ground, period. You get me into this deal, and now you're having me, we're doing a complete change in business model, complete new structure to where we lose real say. No, I'm not doing that, right? So then Abby says, no, I think you misunderstand me. I think you need to tell your brother that no, ultimately it's not about the dollars and cents for you. It's about working with him and keeping keeping it family. That's what matters. I have been trying to, but he's not hearing me. So I need you, Abby, I need you to try. Just give it one last try. Just go try to talk to Devon. And I'm thinking, oh no. So you know what Abby does when Devon comes home? Abby said, Devon walks in, taking the scarf off. I had an interesting conversation with Victoria, and then Abby's like, I had an interesting run-in with your sister. And Devon's like, what'd she say? So Abby tells him and says, ultimately, Devon, it's you she wants. She feels like she's losing you. And Devon just looks at Abby like, she said that? She's like, yeah. Huh. And I thought, Devon, don't fall for it, don't fall for it, don't fall for it, right? So Lily's at her desk looking sad, and she really is. She really does see that this can cause, I think ultimately Lily's going to pull the plug. I really do. Because she's saying, I might lose my brother over this because Jill wants nothing less than what Jill wants. See, now Lily's pretty much not, she goes, I don't care about, Devon, she doesn't really care about that. It's Jill, right? And so she's just eating her lunch all alone. No Billy, nobody at the office, no brother, no. Esther comes in and brings her tea, trying to be her BFF. That's a sad state of affairs. See, let's talk about Lily. Who are Lily's friends? Lily has no friends either, right? She just doesn't. So she's just getting ready to dive into her takeout. And Esther brought her some tea. And Esther's saying, things will get better. Things will get all right. And I'm here if you want to talk. Thank you, Esther. Thank you. And Esther goes out, and guess who comes walking in? It's Devon. And I thought, oh no, they're going to have him give in. Right? So Esther's trying to talk to him like, please put it together. Family means everything. And he goes, you know what, Esther? You're the Esther that I love, right? And things between me and Lily are going to be okay. And when he said that, I said, oh, heck no, right? And so she goes, oh, so good to glad to hear it, Devon. And he gives her a kiss. And he walks in, and Lily looks up Devon. She's typing sadly on her little laptop, and she puts the lid down. And he goes, Abby told me what you said. And so first Lily, smart, she goes, what did she say I said? Right? And Devon repeated it, and Lily said, yeah, yeah. And he said, funny thing, I don't see it that way. If that in fact is how you truly feel, Lily, give me my company back. And Lily just looked, well, I thought by you being here, no, you thought wrong. He goes, don't try to use Abby to get to me. And I'm like, yes. She goes, no. I did not seek her out. I did not. I mean, I just ran into her and see, and I'm thinking, no. And you said, Abby, I need you to talk to Devon. I need you to do one, try to convey what I can. Yeah, yes, Lily, you went there. Yes, you did, right? And Devon says, don't try to use Abby to get to me again. He says, Lily, Chancellor Industries was doing just fine before the merger, just fine and strong. Chancellor, once you give me my company back, will still be just fine. So if you really, really mean what you said about wanting to be, keep your family together, give me my company back. No, I am. That's why. No, I want you to work here with me. No, he goes, no, you want me to do what you and Jill want. You don't want me to work here with you. And in other words, Devon was almost saying, you want me to work here for you. And you want me to go down a road that I feel is a disaster. No, I'm not doing it. And he says, and by you not seeing the whole picture, that says everything to me. And he turns and he walks right out, and she's just sitting there, just like, well, wait a minute. Again, he still hasn't come around. He still hasn't changed his mind. Now it's funny. She still wants him to change his mind, right? But where Jill is concerned, she's just flat out, oh no, it ain't even worth trying. Jill ain't changing her mind. Jill wants what she wants. And that's supposed to be okay, right? Instead of going to Jill saying, Jill, you are ruining the relationship between me and my brother. Instead of saying, Jill, let's look at what really happened. Had Nate not come clean, we would have lost. We would have lost majority of Chancellor Winters to Newman Enterprises. Jill, if Devon wouldn't have found the second mole, Tucker McCall would have done a hostile takeover. I mean, they would have lost to Tucker. Jill, perhaps my brother is right. This is just not the right time for us to do an IPO, Jill. Maybe 5 years from now, let's revisit it. Jill, but I happen to agree. It's been too volatile. And we don't know, Jill, if there's a third mole, a fourth mole in our midst. But no, she's not saying that to Jill. Because Jill's right. Okay, so let's see how that goes. Let's get into a nice little court battle, but I don't feel it's going to go to that. I honestly don't feel that. I honestly feel Lily's going to just end up siding with Devon. I really, really believe that is what's going to happen. So now we have Daniel talking to Tucker, running into Tucker at the Grand Phoenix. And it made me wonder, y'all remember I said, where's Daniel staying? Where's Daniel living? Is he living at the Grand Phoenix? I mean, it's midday right now, and he's drinking the hard stuff there with Tucker. I know Tucker stays there. I don't know how Daniel has the money to stay there, but his mama don't own it. Because see, before, room would have been comped. Phyllis wouldn't have charged him to stay there. That room ain't comped now. So he and Tucker are talking, and he told Tucker, no, in fact, your views were actually, more right up my alley. He just said, but I'm under contract and I honor my word. And until things fall apart, I hope you respect the fact that I do keep my commitments. And Tucker's like, yeah, no, okay. I'm just happy that we're talking and we're communicating. And Tucker suddenly let it slip that Phyllis was going to Portugal. And Daniel's like, oh, And Tucker's like, wait a minute. By that look on your face, I'm taking it you didn't know. I'm so sorry. I had no idea you did not know. I never would have said anything. And Daniel's like, no, I don't like surprises. Okay. I don't like surprises, especially those that are done by my mother. So Tucker's like, well, I have to go anyway. Okay. But let's talk again. Let's talk again. And Daniel, the doors are open, the lines of communications are open. But you want to know what, everybody? I'm not feeling that Tucker with Daniel. Tucker is no good. Tucker is going to not do right by Daniel. He's not. Tucker, I think Daniel would lose everything. So we'll see what happens with that. We really shall see. I don't know. I don't feel good about that. So let's go to comment corner. Comment corner. We have 2 comments. I mean, 3. And I understand, everybody, because look, I've been dragging things on with this recap. I could have been done with this recap, 5-6 minutes ago? So, hey. Sherry says, Phyllis needs to show Chance the video of Diane rubbing up Jeremy at the glam club. Not at all scared of him. Exactly. But see, there's a reason that they had Phyllis take that video. It just hasn't been used yet, I'm hoping. Because there's a reason she ran into that and took a video of that. Okay. And then Nita says, Diane's act is so sickening. Sweet talk about a sugar overdose. It is. Oh, Kyle. I'm so glad that Summer gave Diane a warning. Me too. And Medora says, I agree. Nick is ready to leave Newman. He's nothing more than an errand boy. That's all he is. That's all he is. And that's it for Comment Corner. I could see Nick going back to his new hope. He really loves that. And giving Sally the money to start her own company. And you know what? Here's the deal. If Sally don't want the money, you know who'll take it? Chloe will take it. Give the money to Chloe. Let Chloe start the business and Sally be your partner. Because right now, really, even though Chloe is with Sally, it's still Sally's project. Give Chloe the money. Let Chloe get going with it. So, but realistically, even though Summer would never go for it, now that Phyllis has left Marchetti home, the very idea that Sally is trying to do, remember she told Phyllis, oh, look out, gonna be your rival. Sally and Chloe would be great at Marchetti home, but Summer would not be, and rightfully so. With what the dirt Sally did, I wouldn't forget that either. No, you find your own. Summer's actually doing good, just biting her tongue regarding the relationship of Sally and her father. But as for you, I wouldn't have no good for you. No, nothing good for you, Sally. So anyway, everybody, I'll be back tomorrow for another daily recap of The Young and the Restless.